Front Row MMA here at, well, just after Lock-In Guernsey, and I'm with one of the promoters. And Shane, can you sum up the event and how do you think it went?
Yeah, all the stress, the headache, the 60, 70 emails a day for the last 3 months, just worth it. Everyone left with a smiley, happy face, and yeah, brilliant.
You know, one of the things I've asked in every interview, and people will probably get bored of it, but one of the things I had to ask was how they felt that they've been treated since arriving, and it was unanimous. I think one fighter I can actually quote as saying he's never been treated as well as by this promotion. How much pride do you take in that, and how important is it that that message gets out to the people that you're trying to get here?
Well, as a motorcycle club, I mean, we look after, we've done security for like the Kaiser Chiefs and bands like that. Obviously visiting motorcycle clubs, come and visit us. Obviously now cage fighters, Muay Thai fighters, kickboxers, and we just like to, we love our island and we like to promote it as what it is and show people a good time while they're here.
It's as far as you know, we've it's fair to say we've done a few events now, and the one thing that really impresses is kind of the almost military precision in which every detail of tonight has run. Where does that discipline come from?
Well, like I say, we are a motorcycle club, and that discipline does come from, we are disciplined men. We take a great pride in ourselves, in what we do, and probably similar to like the fighters do. They're proud of what they do, they're disciplined. It's not actually that dissimilar, to be fair.
Did you get a chance to watch any of the fights tonight?
Well, I was ringside with the compere all night, and it was quite hard not to cheer on because you've got to stay neutral doing that. So yeah.
And any highlights for you? Any fights or anybody who stood out?
Well, definitely Hayley from Jersey. I mean, to have the guts to get in, and let's be fair, she gave as good as she got for the majority of the fight. It's take my hat off to the girl.
Obviously, our thing is MMA. Is there any chance that the number of MMA fights are going to increase, or is it simply because of Guernsey and the fact that there's not a lot of MMA here that you would continue to do multi-combat sport events?
We're with an island with a population of 70,000 people. I mean, we did draw in a crowd from Jersey, the sister island that we love to hate, sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, I think we've got to keep that variation to keep everyone going, and then to find local guys that are into MMA. But hopefully, the more, if we carry on with the show and it proceeds, we'll attract more guys into the sport on the island.
One thing we talked about when we spoke to you on our telephone interview a few months back was the fact that you guys use this as a venue to raise money for charity. How much? Obviously, I'm not asking for figures because the event's just finished. But once again, are you happy with what's been raised, and can you tell the people about the charity itself?
Yeah, I mean, the charity itself was, there's a local family over here in Guernsey. Everybody knows everybody because the island's so small. The Waterman family, one of the lads, Dave, he's a year or two older than me. He had a son, and at 3 years old they found he had a form of rare cancer in his pelvis. They operated on it, thought it had gone. 6 years old, popped back. Unfortunately, it was terminal. They couldn't do anything about it. So through Click Sargent Cancer, Leukemia and Children charity, they stayed in a caravan, and you know, this little lad, 6 years old, on his deathbed, said to his family, "I really enjoyed my holiday in the caravan. I'd like to be able to supply a caravan for other families to stay in." And it was just, I mean, we're all family men, although you see us as a bike club and what you expect from the 1970s, it isn't that. We are family guys, you know, we run businesses and things like that. And it sort of really tugged on a heartstring, and so we've raised over £20,000 for that charity so far this year, and hopefully tonight should have added another 3,000 or 4,000 because the caravans take £10,000 a year to maintain. So, and I've actually been to see the caravans a couple of years ago on one of the sites in Portsmouth.
Excellent. You're going to want to go and celebrate. You've been working hard for months and months.
Well, I'm nearly finished my first pint of rum and coke, so. Yeah.
Don't do things by halves in Guernsey. We've learned that.
It's worth doing.
Yeah.
Do it full ball.
Yeah.
I've done that in an interview today as well.
That's where the name came from, funnily enough, yeah.
Brilliant. Shane, I want to first off, we want to thank you guys for the hospitality that you've extended us. It's been second to none. I want to thank you again for the hospitality you've shown the fighters in the sport that we love to cover. If every promotion showed every fighter that came in front of them the same kind of courtesy, respect, our sport would be much bigger than it is at the moment. And people need to look. It's only a two event old event, but people really do need to look and see that if you treat the fighters right, they'll come and run an event right, and people are going to rave about it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
It's been a real pleasure.
Cheers.